Hello, welcome to the Wisconsin Rapids area. Hello and welcome to the Wisconsin Rapids area sports complex for a game against Menasha and Wisconsin Rapids.
Menasha High School WIAA requires good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches.
Nice Friday night for softball here as both teams are gearing up for the playoffs coming up next week. First, we'll go through some starting lineups. Starting with Menasha. Leading off number 12, Megan Ray, playing second base. Number 19, pitcher Samantha Shuey. Hitting third, number 21, Daviani Felix, who's catching. Number 14, hitting in the fourth spot, Hannah Newbert, playing first base. Designated player number 15, Tegan Massey-Planman. Number 16, Haley Staub, playing shortstop. Hitting seventh, number 4, Bella Sonnenberg, playing third base. Number 8, Isabella Tim, playing center field. In left field, number 24, Gabrielle Farr. And finally, number 9, Alyssa Rush, playing right field, being hit for by designated player Tegan Massey. And Menasha is coached by John Garvey. Next for Wisconsin Rapids, head coach Isaac Holberg. Leading off, number 14, Gabby Nylitz, playing left field. Shortstop, 00, Sydney Holberg. In the third spot, number 10, Kristen Radke, playing center field. Followed by number 9, Peyton Jaminski, playing third base. Right fielder, number 8, Rachel Linsmeyer. Doing the catching, number 11, Layla Patra. Number 16, Ellie Rippier, is the designated player. Followed by number 4, Nolita Carroll, playing second base. And running off the batting lineup, number 18, Allie Blanchard, playing first base, with number 24, Bailey Williams, pitching.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 8, Rachel Linsmeyer.
A little bit of an early start here in Wisconsin Rapids. It is 4:22 right now with 4:30 scheduled start. Wisconsin Rapids baseball is off tonight as they are practicing to the west of us here behind us.
Number 4, Nolita Carroll.
As we keep going through our starting lineup.
First base, number 18, Allie Blanchard. And pitching for the Raiders tonight, number 24, Bailey Williams.
Today's pregame is brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Now we'll turn it over for our national anthem.
Who have proudly served our country, and those who are currently serving this great nation, home and abroad, with the playing of our national anthem.
Game is just about underway here in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, that is number 24, Bailey Williams, pitching to start off with number 12, the second baseman, Megan Ray from Menasha. From head to toe for all your orthopedic needs, place your trust in Wisconsin River Orthopedics. No matter where your pain is, you'll find advanced, comprehensive orthopedic care and specialized medical feedback on any injury. Learn more at WROinstitute.com. Ray steps up, approaches the plate, and everyone gets set here for the beginning of this game today. And Williams delivers a strike on the first pitch of this ball game. Menasha dugout starting out loud here. Popped up to center fielder Kristen Radke on the catch for the first out here in the top of the first inning. Excuse me. Next up, number 19, Samantha Shuey, the pitcher for Menasha. Holberg at short and Lily Carroll over at second. Peyton Jamiski, the other pitcher for the Red Low for a ball there. Shuey has an incredible amount of what appears to be stickers on her helmet there. All the Menasha players do, with Shuey, quite a few of them. Popped that one up out into foul territory. Caught by number 9, Peyton Jamiski, for the second out of the inning. Bringing up now number 21, Daviani Felix, the Menasha catcher. Not playing today. She's out with an injury. She has uncomfortability. A strike there. 0-1 with 2 outs. With her hip flex, that was goal that was overused, and so we're also on rest today. As the season starts to wind down, and popped up there again to center fielder Kristen Radke with 2 of the 3 outs for this inning. That finishes up the top of the first here in Wisconsin Rapids. No hits, no runs, and we will be back here on Zaleski Sports. You've been watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff, because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Welcome back to high school softball here on Zaleski Sports. Menasha getting ready defensively. That's number 19, Samantha Shuey, in the circle here from Menasha, with number 21, Daviani Felix, behind the plate catching. At first base, number 14, Hannah Newbert. Second base, number 12, Megan Ray. Playing shortstop is Haley Staub, and third base, Bella Sonnenberg. We will get to the outfield here after Gabby Nilitz steps up to the plate for Wisconsin Rapids.
Business is the senior left fielder Gabby Nilitz, who steps in for the first cuts for the Red Raiders this afternoon.
A strike delivered by Shuey to Nilitz.
Sam Sheedy in the circle this afternoon. She's got some zip into her pitches. I was able to watch her.
Up there for a ball, 1-1.
Lizzie's in there. Devania Felix is doing the catching for Sheedy. It's Nerver over at first, Ray over at second. Alex takes that one, sends it
Over to
shortstop.
Bella Sonnenberg,
Shortstop,
who's
number
playing
00, Sydney Holberg.
shortstop. And retired at first base is Gabby Nylitz, bringing up number 00, Sydney Holberg, left-handed hitter.
As the Red Raiders. Shortstop, 00, Sydney Holberg steps in the box. As that one's outside.
Count is 1-0 to Holberg. High and tight for ball 2.
And once again, one out here in the bottom of the first. Now let's grounds out to short. Holberg, the shortstop. Up to the plate. CV.
Hit right back towards the pitcher. Deflected off of her glove, and Holberg makes it to first on a single. Couldn't quite field that ball. That brings up number 10, Kristen Radke. Again, across that infield, it's number 14, Newbert, Ray, Sonnenberg, and Staub.
It's really shortstop. Came in to field it. Holberg's able to leg it out. She has herself in a field hit.
And therefore a strike, 0-1. Across the outfield, it's Farr, Tim, and Rush, rounding up that Menasha defensive formation. Hit over there to second for the out. And safe at first is Kristen Radke. Holberg out at second. And Kristen reaches first base. Two outs. And now number 9, third baseman Peyton Jaminski, stepping up to the plate.
No batting gloves. He just announced his retirement not too long ago.
Strike for Peyton as well.
St. Louis legend. I anticipate a number retirement of number 13 for the Cardinals in the near future. CV rotates, fires. That one's well
And wild pitch there, gets all the way to the backstop. Radke will advance to second. Count is now 1-1.
2 outs. Jaminski's looking at a ribby opportunity, an RBI opportunity. As Radke definitely has the wheels to come across 3 all the way to 4. Push across that first run.
And out there for a ball, now 2-1. Senior Kristen Radke stands at second base, while freshman Peyton Jaminski is up to bat.
Third this afternoon instead of her normal pitching duties. Ross out with an injury, and so she's taking
And fouled back
third.
at the netting.
Jaminski sends out
Metalco in Wisconsin Rapids is one of North America's largest aluminum billet and slab producers. Come get to know Metalco and how their mission, visions, and values set them apart. Find your future job at Metalco and apply online at metalco.com.
He gets the call from the coach. Sets, rocks, rotates, fires. And Jaminski sends out.
Jaminski sends that out into foul territory.
Not yet a play, but a play won't be made. As that one will drop.
Not quite out of play. Went in foul territory, no one under it to make the catch. And the count is even for Peyton Jaminski. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning.
2-strike count. CV rotates, fires. That one runs inside. That one's
And that is inside and down for ball number 3. Count runs full.
to get in front of that one. Another pass ball would have pushed the senior Radke all the way to third. Instead, it's a full count for CV. Jaminski looking to draw the walk. Rotates, fires, and she does.
And inside for a ball again. That will send Peyton Jaminski on a walk over to first base and bring up number 8, Rachel Linsmeyer, the right fielder.
It's the right fielding junior, Rachel Linsmeyer, stepping into the box now, and with 2 outs, she's got Christian Radke over at second, Peyton Jaminski over at first. Radke getting on by
2 outs, 2 on for Rachel Linsmeyer.
play. She was able to leg it out.
Fouled towards the netting.
Was the line. It was out at second. Pass ball gets Radke over to second. Jaminski running count full and ultimately earning herself the free pass. And now with 2 outs, Linsmeyer is looking to do something with runners on. She sends the first one into the backstop. CV delivers the second. She watches that one low. That one's past Felix.
And that ball gets past the catcher, advancing Radke to third and Jaminski to second. 2 runners in scoring position with the count 1-1 here for Linsmeyer.
The senior center fielder just are 60 feet away over at third. Linsmeyer has an opportunity to push across the go-ahead run early. First run
2 outs. And inside for a ball now, 2-1 to Rachel Linsmeyer. Wisconsin Rapids recently faced Spash in their last conference game of the season, losing 7-4 over in Stevens Point.
Isn't eager to necessarily swing it a whole lot. She's gotten 2 straight balls, followed out with 1.
Rachel fouls that one back. Count is 2-2, 2 outs, and 2 runners on base.
Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third here in the home half of the first. Sudi sets, rotates, fires. And that one will also be jammed.
Rachel fighting there at the plate, just trying to stay alive, fouling that one off as well.
Hopefully getting CV to miss her spot. Give her something she can get a hold of. Shoot something into the gap. She sets, rotates, fires.
And that bounced in the turf.
And now
Rachel walks over to first. Base is loaded now for number 11 catcher, WIAA Petrov. Base is loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
Radke over at third. She got on fielder's choice. 2
Outside for ball 1.
pitches. Wild pitches, pass balls, gets Radke all the way to third. When Radke was over on second, Jaminski gets the free pass.
And inside for ball 2 of this at-bat.
Rachel Linsmeyer, and she gets hit. Now the bases are loaded.
Shui getting the calls from her coach and moving rather quickly into each pitch. Firing there for a strike. Now 2-1 to Petrov.
She was able to. She knows what it feels like to find her spot now. She's gonna be hoping to hit that a little bit more as she rotates, fires.
And Petrov sends that out of play.
Once again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are now loaded here in the bottom of the first for Wisconsin Rapids. Still scoreless in this ballgame. And that is low for ball number 3. Counts now full.
The last thing that Sudi wants to do here is give an RBI walk as she rotates, fires, and that one
And that
just finds the zone.
just caught the zone for a strike. Strike 3 to get Samantha Shui out of that jam. Still 0-0 here. 3 left on for Wisconsin Rapids. 1 hit in that inning. Still scoreless. You've been watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports presented by ShedSilver.com.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back to high school softball here in Wisconsin Rapids.
First baseman, number
Starting
14,
off this
Hannah
inning
Newbert.
is first baseman number 14, Hannah Newbert.
Ready for the top of the second, Hannah Newbert.
Again, lots of stickers on the helmet, if you can see that.
They missed over at first. Timeout, City Holbert.
Sydney Holberg tying her shoes over there at short. And once again, that Menasha dugout getting fired up here to start the inning. First pitch
Fouls on the ground out.
is a ball to Newbert.
So Williams does not have a K yet to her name. She's not going to walk either. As swung on and
Swing and a miss there. Count is now 1-1.
one now on the Blue Jays first baseman. Menasha dugout were rather vocal this afternoon.
And in there for strike 2.
Menasha dugout very vocal, a lot of cheering, coupled with a couple of chants they've done, very similar to how they do it with soccer out in the UK.
And that is strike number 3
Place for the Blue Jays, the designated
for
player, number
Bailey
15,
Williams.
Keegan Massey-Plumman.
That is a Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Now, number 15 designated player, Tegan Massey-Plumman, hits that over to short, and Blanchard there at first to make the out for out number 2.
Now batting for the Blue Jays, the third baseman.
Now
number
the third
16,
baseman,
Haley
number
Staub.
16, Haley Staub, up for Menasha.
Haley Staub steps in now. She's taking care of business over in the hot corner. 5 spot, third base. That's in for a strike.
In there for a strike. Williams finding her zone there,
0-0 here.
finding her spot.
Williams rotates fires out in
Wow.
the zone.
That one's a little outside there for 1 ball, 1 strike here.
10 minutes early, team said we're ready to rock and roll, and coaches said let's do it. And so Williams rotates fires, and that is sent back to
Hits
Williams.
that right back to Williams and over to Blanchard for the third out of the inning. Still scoreless
5 and 6.
and no hits there in that top of the second inning.
Cross 9.
We'll be seeing 7, 8, and 9 in the next half inning. You've been watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome back to high school softball here in Wisconsin Rapids. Leading off the bottom of the second inning is designated player number 16, Ellie Rapier, hitting for pitcher Bailey Williams. That first pitch by Shui just finds the zone there,
Last half inning offensively.
inside.
Bases were loaded. Radke on third, Jaminski on second, and Linsmeyer on first. Linsmeyer at
Strike number 2 to Rapier.
Radke got herself on the fielder's choice infield base hit. And so it was a close
And out there for a ball.
Suvi.
In the bottom of the first, we saw Wisconsin Rapids with the bases loaded. 2 out. Shui was able to get out of that jam
Blue Jays back up to the plate. Blue Jays don't
as
need
she
much
deals
today.
here.
Clever is
And in there for the
Coming to the
strikeout,
plate for
Ellie
the
Rapier.
Raiders, second baseman number 4.
Next,
Nolita
second baseman number
Carroll.
4, the senior Nolita Carroll. The lefty coming up to bat.
17-time world champion. Beat Ric Flair at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas to hold that record.
Outside for a ball to Carroll.
Slated to wrestle R-Truth tomorrow at Saturday Night Minute. As that one.
That'll be ball number 2. 2-0 the count.
In the bottom of the second. Dewey has 2 strikeouts so far this afternoon. Another Patrick Ellie Rapier. Back-to-back batters.
And Carroll fouls that one up.
Foul on the first base side.
Count now 2-1.
2-1 now on the Red Raiders second baseman. One out here in the home half of the second. Asumi sets, rotates, fires. And that one's up and in.
And up there for a ball. Count 3-1 to Carroll.
On the second baseman. Asumi's looking at her second walk potentially here this afternoon. As we are moments away from finding out.
And that is ball 4. Nolita Carroll will reach first
Coming
there
to the plate for the Raiders, the first
on a
baseman
walk.
number 18,
And now
Allie Blanchard.
number 18, first baseman Allie Blanchard.
Batter on. So pivotal.
Tonight we have softball here for you at Lincoln High School, and across town, Assumption High School is celebrating their graduation tonight. That was down there for a ball. We've had the pleasure of covering many, many, many Assumption games here on Zaleski Sports, and I've had the personal pleasure of knowing many of the athletes over at Assumption, many of the seniors this year. And hit that over to second for the out at second, and Blanchard is safe at first.
Now batting for the Raiders, the left
Carroll out at
fielder,
second,
number
and
14,
Blanchard safe at
Gabby
first. 2
Nyland.
outs. Bringing up the top of the order, number 14, Gabby Nyland.
Carroll is out at second.
Yeah, I've grown up with a lot of the Assumption seniors through club sports and everything, and now seeing them play in high school, it's a very exciting night
Grounded out back in the
across town for them.
as she offers us
Here, Gabby Nyland fouls that one high up into the netting for a strike. 2 outs. Allie Blanchard stands at first.
left fielder Gabby Nylet's in the box, Scooby in the circle. She rotates, fires. That one's up and away. Runs the count even. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here for Gabby Nyland, the senior from Lincoln High School.
Scooby rotates, fires. And Blanchard takes off, and she will not be
And Blanchard is out at second after Shui delivered a strike. Blanchard caught stealing for out number 3 to end
So the Red Raiders
this second inning.
non-strand one. As Scooby gets a
Still scoreless with only 1 hit in the game.
process.
You've been watching high school softball here on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois T-Strake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
The shortstop, number 4, Bella
Welcome
Stumper.
back to the Wisconsin Rapids Area Sports Complex here. 7, 8, 9 due up here for Menasha, starting with number 4, Bella Sonnenberg. outside for ball number 1. Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind. Roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, we guarantee quality you can trust. That one's in there for a strike. Now 1-1 to Sonnenberg.
Outer third. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. As she offsets that one, that's sent in the air. Linsmeyer gets on her horse.
That one's sent up and over into foul territory. Linsmeyer couldn't quite get under it there. She ran all the way to the fencing. And the count is 1-2 to Sonnenberg. Bailey Williams in her 3rd inning of work here for Wisconsin Rapids. The junior.
Get a hold of that one. As that one's slow roller tip. Home plate blue calls a tip.
That one was tipped there. Sonnenberg walking it off a little bit. Ball hit her. Terrible feeling there.
Victim number 2, she struck out Anna Hubert back in the 2nd.
Count 1-2 to Sonnenberg as she steps back up to the plate. Feeling better now.
She gets ready, rotates, fires.
And that is strike number 3.
Now batting for the Blue Jays, the center fielder.
Billy Williams with another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. Now center fielder Isabella Tim. Another strike for Williams coming in there.
Strike, 1 good pitch by Williams. Just drilling her zone. 0-1 on the center fielder.
Down for a ball. Now 1-1. 1 strikeout and nobody on. One out. Strikeout. Top of the 3rd. A little bit outside there. Now 2-1.
1 out.
To center fielder Isabella Tim.
Gets the ball, rotates, fires.
And she hits that one over into foul territory again. And the count is 2-2 with 1 out.
2-2 now.
Marshfield Dairy Fest is May 30th and 31st. Check out visitmarshfield.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest. That one's sent over to Holberg, and Blanchard retires Tim at first base to end the inning.
For the Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 24, Gabrielle Farr.
Gabrielle Farr steps into the box. She'll take her first cut.
That was out number 2. Now we will have Gabrielle Farr, number 24, the left fielder.
On the top of 3rd. As that one's outside.
Outside for a ball.
Blue Jays still looking to get into the hit column. Still looking to get runners on.
And Farr hits that over right to Rachel Linsmeyer in right field.
We're still knotted up. Blue Jays
Still scoreless here as we end the top half of the 3rd inning. 2, 3, and 4 will be up for Wisconsin Rapids when we come back. You've been watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
Leading off the top of the 3rd inning and top of the order, number 14, Gabby Nilitz, the left fielder for Wisconsin Rapids.
takes off, tries to take 3. 2. Unsuccessful. She's caught stealing, and so Nilitz comes back in the box to try it again. She offers at the first one foul.
Blanchard was caught stealing in the bottom of the second, so Nilitz is back up at the plate.
0-1.
Count is 0-1 here.
As Suey gets the call, sets, rotates, fires.
Outside for a ball, now 1-1.
Frame it, try and make it look a little better than what it was.
Wisconsin Rapids finished third in the Wisconsin Valley Conference with a conference record of 8-5.
As deceived.
DC Everest in first and Spash in second.
That one's inside.
Inside for ball 2, 2-1. On the other hand, Menasha finished with a record of 8-2, first place in the Bay Conference, as both teams look ahead to the playoffs next week.
Suvi rotates, fires. That one's popped straight up.
Nilitz pops that one straight up,
And runs into
and catcher Felix couldn't quite make a play out of that one. Real tough
the way she did that.
and tight to the netting.
To the net. Holding the ball, willing to put her body on the line. Try and make a play on it.
Count is 2-2
That's
here to Nilitz.
for that head coach Suvi is looking for. As
And she pops that one up,
swings on that one.
and the second baseman
Coming to the plate for the Raiders, the shortstop,
Gets under it.
00, Sydney Holberg.
Now the junior Sydney Holberg, playing shortstop, steps up to the plate. She singled in the first inning.
She's 1 for 1. Looking to repeat some more of that fortune. That one's outside.
Outside for ball 1.
1 balls, no strikes. 1 out here. We're all knotted up here in the home half of the third. As Suvi sets, leans, rotates, fires. And that one will be high as well. 2-0 now.
2-0 the count with 1 out to Sydney Holberg.
Get on and
Sydney will be, well, she's committed to play softball, I believe, in Texas.
earlier.
She's a junior, now looking ahead for her future collegiate softball career.
First strike on Holberg on the foul ball. 2 balls.
Foul
1
ball
strike,
there.
1 out.
Now 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out, to Sydney Holberg.
As Suvi sets, leans, rotates, fires. That's a big
And
swing.
big swing there by Holberg for strike number 2. Counts now even with 1 out.
Home half of the third. Holberg's the 1 hit for the Red Raiders so far today. A couple of walks, a hit by pitch, good hit by Felix to turn
Count
himself
now
into a
runs
wall.
full
Get right in front of that
to
one.
Holberg.
Count full. Couple of walks, hit by a pitch, and a single by Radke and Holberg. For the base runners so far this afternoon. As
Holberg hits that hard in between the second, or just past second baseman, out into
Number 10,
center
Kristen
right
Radke.
field territory. She reaches first, and that brings up number 10, the senior Kristen Radke.
stat lines like that,
1 runner on and 1 out here for Radke.
they're not the home runs, they're not the triples, and so they don't get the Sports Center top 10 attention all the time, but those kind of stat lines are super crucial as they do a lot of good for teams' offenses, just runners on.
Radke
in
looked to
general are
bunt, and
what you're looking for.
it's in there for ball
Once you
1.
get runners on, anything is possible. As Radke steps back into the box, she's 1 for 1.
And outside again for ball 2.
After showing bunts on the first pitch, she lets that second one just go outside. 2-0 now on the senior center fielder. As Subi leans, rotates, fires. And that's in for a strike.
And that's a strike for Kristen Radke. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the third.
rotates, shows bunt, that's low again. And Holberg takes off.
And Holberg gets to second there on the ball thrown by Shuey. Felix able to stop it without it getting by, or just took a second to recover there, and Holberg is able to advance as Radke squares to bunt, and it's in there for a strike. Now the count runs full for the senior, with Holberg standing at second and 1 out.
He isn't necessarily eager to bunt there again. Was trying to move Holberg across, get a run across with 2 outs. And as that one chopped to short.
Radke chops that one to short, and she is out at first. However, Holberg advances to third base.
Coming to the plate for the Raiders.
Heads up, base running.
Third baseman, number 9, Peyton Jaminski.
Third baseman Peyton Jaminski up
To commit
to the plate, with Sydney Holberg only 60 feet away at third base, hoping to score the first run of this game.
yourself 60 feet away from home plate. And if you are Peyton Jaminski, you gotta like where Holberg's at.
And that is a strike to the freshman.
Ball game isn't too far away. Jaminski this afternoon, technically her first AB, she drew a walk back in the first. Go all the way to second.
In there tight for a ball. Now 1-1 with 2 outs and 1 runner on.
The freshman, third baseman. That's not usually where she plays. She's usually either designated player or pitching. And she
Chops that one over. Sydney Holberg comes in to score as Jaminski reaches first.
Now batting for the Raiders, the right fielder,
Just between
number
the
8,
shortstop and third baseman,
Winsmeyer.
Sonnenberg and Staub, as Jaminski's able to reach first for an RBI single.
Winsmeyer steps back in her box. She got hit by a pitch back in the first.
Now right fielder Rachel Winsmeyer up.
The ground bounced up and hit
She hits that hard and foul into the netting there.
that one. Sends it foul on the first base side. Out of the
2 outs and a strike to Winsmeyer.
Jaminski over at first. I imagine it's just
Whitetail Properties Real Estate is your premier hunting land, farmland, and recreational land broker. If you're looking to buy or sell, Central Wisconsin agents are Brian and Evan Roosh at whitetailproperties.com.
a little smaller.
That was out there for a ball to Winsmeyer, 2-1. Jaminski almost picked off at first, but she was able to get back in time, and she stands safe at first base.
Shuey sets, rotates,
Shuey fires, and Winsmeyer hits that straight up, or straight back, and they were able to get Jaminski out at second to wrap up the third inning. Wisconsin Rapids sends one across. Sydney Holberg scoring with Peyton Jaminski on a RBI single.
Winsmeyer will be awarded with the first base.
The score is now Wisconsin Rapids 1, Menasha 0. You've been watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Welcome back to high school softball here in Wisconsin Rapids. Top of the order, Ray, Shuey, and Felix here from Menasha. As Williams fires in for a strike to second baseman Megan Ray.
Sonnenberg just wasn't able to fully glove the ground ball. And the runner comes across. That one's outside.
Count is 1-1
Ball, 1 strike, no outs here.
to Megan Ray.
Top of the 4th. Blue Jays currently hitless through 3, as that is chopped over Jaminski. Good work to Love it.
And Jaminski able to field that and send it over to Blanchard at first to secure the first out of the inning. Now the pitcher, number 19, Samantha Shuey.
She's 0 for 1.
Menasha looking to get a hit here. Wisconsin Rapids with 3 hits, Menasha with none. And there it is. Just over Allie Blanchard. That will bring Samantha Shuey to first base with 1 out and the first hit for the Menasha Blue Jays. Now number 21, the catcher, Daviani Felix. One ball, no strikes, and 1 out here to Felix. Down for a ball. They try to check Shuey at first, but she able to get back. Now 2-0 to Felix with 1 runner on. Pops that one out of play on that right base side.
On the first base side, I haven't seen a whole lot of action down the third base side.
Counts now 2-1 with 1 out. Here to the Menasha catcher. Williams sets fires, and that is ball number 3 to Felix. Williams, a left-handed pitcher. And that is Bailey Williams' first walk of this game.
Coming to the plate for the Blue Jays, first baseman,
Felix
number 14,
reaches
Hannah Newbert.
first, and that brings up number 14, Hannah Newbert, the first baseman. Menasha now has 2 runners on, first and second with 1 out. And that is a strike, 0-1.
As Hannah Newbert steps back into the box, she struck out in the second. Was Williams' first strikeout victim.
And another strike to Newbert. Williams previously struck out Newbert. And now 0-2 the count. And that is up there for a ball.
They have a chant for just about everything that's happening out on the field, and I don't say that with poor intention.
And Newbert fouls that one right up to the top of the netting. Third base side. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. On the Blue Jays first baseman. Shuey over on second. She had the base hit. Felix over on first.
Hits that hard and foul there over third base side.
Will score at least 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second.
So far, she sat them down in order until Shuey came up.
And that is Bailey Williams' 3rd strikeout. That is a Jamie Wenzel Serpro strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serpro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro like it never happened.
If you're dancing over at first, as Felix looks like she got something in her eye. I'm not sure if a little bit of turf in the eye or
It's possible Felix got a little bit of the turf in her eye over there at first, but she looks ready to go now. Smiling at first base. As number 15, the designated player, Tegan Massey-Plowman, up at the plate.
Rounded out back in the second.
Ball 1.
But yeah, that's the thing about Petra's
1 ball, no strikes, and 2 outs.
If she doesn't like that lead, even just a little bit, she's gonna test you. She's gonna try you. She's gonna let you know. This move's coach. She sees you over there.
Hard hit foul right at the Menasha coach in the third base coach's box. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 runners on here for Massey Planman. And that is strike number 2 for Williams. WIAA Petra, a staple behind the plate for Wisconsin Rapids. We've seen her play in many excellent games, catching here for Williams. And that's slow roller over to third base, and Minsky sends it over to Blanchard again to get that out at first base and finish the ending. Still, Menasha none, Wisconsin Rapids 1. Menasha with a hit. We will see 6, 7, and 8 due up for Wisconsin Rapids in the next half inning. You've been watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Have Quality Plus printing, design, and print for you. Invitations, tickets, booklets, banners, labels, postcards, programs, and so much more. All done with amazing custom work, quick turnaround times, and awesome customer service. Quality Plus Printing, getting your words out. Number 11, the catcher, WIAA Petra. 6, 7, 8 for Wisconsin Rapids. Up and over for a ball to Petra. And in there tight for ball number 2.
For ball 2-2-0 on the junior catcher. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Here in the home half of the 4th.
And that is ball number 3.
In this AB, you gotta imagine she's not eager.
3 straight balls to WIAA Petra here. Beautiful blue sky and bright green scenery here at the softball field. And that's up there for ball number 4, a walk to Petra. Bringing up designated player number 16, Ellie Rippier. Beautiful day for softball. Weather's gotten a lot nicer following the rain and storms here across central Wisconsin. It's a very nice Memorial weekend, I'd say. Great time to get outside and watch some softball or watch it here live on Zaleski Sports.
Pitching style, she kind of starts off to the left, then comes set center, and then goes into her pitching motion.
Rippier struck out at her first at-bat as they try to check Petra, but she makes it back. Umpire calls her safe.
Home plate, Blue gets ready.
1 ball, no strikes. Now to Rapier. Nobody out and 1 runner on.
As Shuhei gets set, rotates, fires, shows bunt, bunt straight
And
back.
Ellie shows the bunt, fouled back. 1-1 the count.
1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Here in the home half of the 4th. As Rapids are ahead, 0-1.
And bunt again, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. And Patra stands at first.
1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Here for the Red Raiders, Patra over on first. She drew a 4-pitch walk.
And that's a big swing and a miss for Rapier.
Now batting for the Raiders, second baseman, number
For a
4,
strikeout.
Nolita Carroll.
First out of the inning. That'll bring up number 4, Nolita Carroll, the second baseman. Nolita walked previously.
Rotates, fires, that one's down. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out.
1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. Here to the senior, Nolita Carroll.
Ellie Rapier punch out. Astro drawing a walk to lead off the inning. As Shuhei rotates, fires.
And up there for ball number 2. As we said, both teams and every softball team, really, here in Wisconsin, looking forward to playoffs coming next week. Menasha will play at home in Menasha against West Bend East on Tuesday, May 27th. Ball number 3 to Carroll. Menasha received the 7 seed at the recent seeding meeting, while Wisconsin Rapids is seeded number 4. That will also give them a home game here in Wisconsin Rapids against River Falls on Tuesday, May 27th as well. It's a strike to Carroll. Count is now 3-1, 1 out, and 1 runner at first base. It's a strike for Carroll now. 3 balls turns into a full count for the senior.
Count runs full with 1 out, and if you're better, you gotta tighten your gloves and kind of refocus here. As Shuhei rotates, fires.
And that is outside for a ball.
Real good eye.
Carroll fighting there, and she gets the walk. That brings up bottom of the order number 18, Allie Blanchard, the first baseman. 1 out, runners at first and second for the sophomore. Blanchard shows the bunt, steps back, ball there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Back in the second, got caught stealing to end the half inning. That was back in the second. So she's 1 for 1. She shows a bunt.
Shows the bunt again, and that is a strike this time. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Blanchard previously caught stealing in the bottom of the second inning.
As the Raiders are have a runner in scoring position again.
And
down, the bunt's foul.
Bunt rolls foul there for Blanchard.
Try it again.
Everybody heading back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, and 2 runners on. We'll see if Blanchard continues trying that bunt.
With only 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Shuhei fires,
And that is outside for a ball.
2 strikes.
Now 2-2.
On the sophomore first baseman. As the sun starts to set here in the quadplex, it's a beautiful day for softball.
In there tight for ball number 3. Count now full to Blanchard. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
And I don't mean that figuratively. It was real warm, and then it would cool off.
Noida
Warm, it could cool off.
Carroll at first and Patra at second.
Has sustained since the beginning of this ball game.
And that is a strikeout for Samantha Shuey on Allie Blanchard. That'll be out number 2. Bring up the top of the order, number 14, Gabby Nylitz, senior left fielder.
That's only Shuey's third strikeout, matches the 3 that Williams has for the Red Raiders. Williams only having 1 walk as Nylitz's first base.
Nylitz hits that to the second baseman. Couldn't quite field that. However, play at home will get Layla Patra out at home to end the 4th inning. Coach Holberg discussing the call with the home plate umpire.
As you gotta imagine, he's looking to argue interference. Is that Patra didn't have a clear shot to the base pad.
No runs come across here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back with more softball on Zaleski Sports presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Welcome back to high school softball here in Zaleski Sports. Top of the 5th inning. Number 16, Haley Staub, due up here for the Blue Jays, third base, as Bailey Williams is in her 5th inning of work. That is popped up and out of play on first base side. Bailey Williams with 3 strikeouts this game. Samantha Shuey getting her 3rd in this past half inning. And that is popped high up in the air. And Blanchard gets under it. Both Blanchard and Carroll looking. And they secure the out there. 1 down. Now number 4, Bella Sonnenberg up. The shortstop for the Blue Jays. Sonnenberg bunts, lays it down right. Just drifting left of home plate. She reaches first base on the beautiful bunt. 1 out and 1 on from that bunt. Now number 8, Isabella Tim, the center fielder.
And so it will be 1 runner on with 1 out. Blue Jays only 2nd hit.
That's a strike. Menasha with 2 hits in this game. Rapids with 3. The score is 1-1 Wisconsin Rapids and nothing Menasha here in the bottom of top of the 5th, excuse me. Play at first came in time to retire Isabella Tim at first for out number 2. That will advance Bella Sonnenberg to second base and bring up number 24, Gabrielle Farr, the left fielder.
As head coach for the Blue Jays. Talked to Blue. Looks like it was a clerical thing. And we have thumbs ups all around, and so we are good to go.
Williams gets it in for a strike to Farr. She hits that right over to Blanchard at first base. Easy fly ball. First base for Blanchard. And that will finish up the top of the 5th inning. Due up for Wisconsin Rapids, Holberg, Radke, and Jaminski. We'll be back with more high school softball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids for high school softball. Menasha and Wisconsin Rapids. A pitching change for the Blue Jays. The designated player, Tegan Massey-Plonman, coming in to pitch. Now here to Sydney Holberg, the Wisconsin Rapids shortstop. Sydney scored the first run and only run of the game for Wisconsin Rapids earlier in the 3rd inning. Peyton Jaminski on the RBI single, scoring Sydney Holberg in. Massey-Plonman takes her first pitch of the game as Holberg fouls it. No balls, 1 strike in the bottom of the 5th inning.
3 strikeouts. She hit one batter. That was Rachel Linsmeyer, the junior right fielder. As Massey-Plonman.
And a second strike, well, first pitch strike to Holberg, now 0-2. Samantha Shuey had 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and hit 1 player in her time in this game. Low and out, the ball, now 1-2 the count.
We have more game played behind us than we do in front of us.
Down and out again for ball number 2. Count runs even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Massey-Plonman trying just get in the swing of things here as she strikes out Holberg.
Now batting for the Raiders, center fielder number 10.
That will work for Massey-Plonman. And it'll bring up number 10, Kristen Radke.
Had the base hit back in the 1st, grounded out back in the 3rd. That one's down.
Low for ball 1.
Red Raiders pushing across that run back in the 1st. It was
Inside for ball number 2. Here to Radke.
by Sonberg to bring across Christian Radke as
And Radke hits that hard. Fair. Just tight on that line. First base side. Radke reaches first and brings up number 9, Peyton Jaminski, the Wisconsin Rapids third baseman.
one out. She drew the walk back in the 1st and the base hit back in the 3rd.
That is a strike to Jaminski.
Peyton Jaminski. Radke over at first. As she earned herself that base hit. As Missy Plowman. That one's
Up there for a ball as they try to check Radke at first, and she is back safe. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Kaminsky pops that one up. And number 12, second baseman, Megan Ray, will be under that for the second out of this inning.
For the Raiders, right fielder number 8.
Now right fielder number 8, Rachel Linsmeyer, the junior. Radke stands at first.
She was hit by a pitch earlier this afternoon.
She hits that right past second baseman out into center field. Radke reaches third.
As that is
One pitch, one swing. Rachel gets the single there and sends Radke around to third. Layla Patrow up, the catcher for Wisconsin Rapids, now 2 outs and a runner at third base, 60 feet away from scoring the second run of the game, hopefully. Wisconsin Rapids is hoping. It's a strike. And Linsmeyer steals second. Shortstop wasn't quite sure what to do. No play was made. Linsmeyer will reach second. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Petra with 2 outs. She hits that one up and over the net. Out of play. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And 2 runners in scoring position for Wisconsin Rapids.
Linsmeyer at second. Radke over at third.
And that is a strikeout to Patrow. Tegan Massey-Plowman gets the strikeout there to end the 5th inning and prevent Wisconsin Rapids from scoring, leaving 2 stranded at second and third. We'll have more high school softball here for you on Zaleski Sports when we get back, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. Softball matchup between Wisconsin Rapids and Menasha Blue Jays. Ritchie Funeral Home has been serving family after family in Nakusa, Wisconsin Rapids since 1957. Find the very best in personal service at Ritchie Funeral Home or find them online at ritchiefuneralhome.com. Top of the order, Megan Ray for Menasha steps up to the plate here in the top of the 6th. She hits that hard into left field. Nobody there. She will get to second. All the way to the wall. Holberg drops and runs the ball into Williams.
Number 19, Samantha Shui.
Ray gets a hard hit double there all the way to the wall. And that'll bring up number 19, Samantha Shui. Fouls that one, top of the net. Shui, the starting pitcher for Menasha, now a designated player.
She was the first base runner for the Blue Jays this afternoon.
Out there for a ball, now 1-1 the count.
Chopped over Blanchard's head back in the 4th. Go up to third, back in first. As she gets a hold of that one, sends that one foul.
Shui hits that hard and out of play. Third base side. She sends that straight back up, and throw goes wild as Ray will come in to score. Shui reaches first, and the errant throw will bring in a runner for Menasha, tying this game up 1-1 with no outs for Menasha and one runner on at first base here in the top of the 6th inning. Now catcher Daviani Felix at the plate. Williams gets his strike.
No balls, 1 strike, no outs. Williams rotates, fires.
Felix pops that up to center field. Radke under it for the first out of the 6th inning.
Number 14, Hannah Newbert.
Steps back into the box. She's taking care of business over at third. She's over 2-2.
Hannah Newbert up now, the first baseman for Menasha. Struck out twice by Williams already this game, and that is strike 1 for this at-bat.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That one's in for a strike.
Strike number 2, they try to check Shui there, and she is safe. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Newbert.
Williams is looking to punch her out for the 3rd straight time.
And Bailey Williams gets her 3rd strikeout just on Hannah Newbert. And her 4th strikeout overall. That is a Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. That is a ball to pitcher Tegan Massey-Planman. 1 ball, no strikes, and 2 outs here.
No strikes, 2 outs.
With 1 runner on. The pitch gets to the backstop, and Shui will advance to second now. 1 ball, 1 strike, and Shui standing in scoring position at second base. It is now a tie game between Menasha and Wisconsin Rapids, with a wild throw, bringing in the runner. Popped up high, and Alita Carroll will be under it for the catch to prevent any more runs coming in for Menasha. Your new score is 1-1 here in Wisconsin Rapids. Up next, it will be 6, 7, 8. Here in Wisconsin Rapids. You've been watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Zaleski Sports. 7-8-9 do it for Wisconsin Rapids. In the bottom of the 6th, tie game, 1-1, as Menasha scored in that last half inning. Now Ellie Rippier coming up to the plate, the designated player. She previously struck out twice in her last 2 at-bats. And Massey-Plowman throws a ball to Ellie Rippier.
2 Ks this afternoon, looking to change that fortune. Start a rally for these Red Raiders.
And that is ball 2 to Rippier.
They're looking strikes, no outs.
Rapier hits that right up towards the pitcher, and
Coming to the plate for the
she
Raiders,
is out.
second baseman, number 4, Nolita
Now
Carroll.
number 4, second baseman, Nolita Carroll.
Potentially. For her, she's drawn 2 straight walks.
Nolita has walked twice in this ball game.
Third walk here this afternoon.
Outside for a ball to the left-handed hitter. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. Massey Plowman gets the signs, and she delivers there to Carroll. Now 2 balls, no strikes. When plumbing goes wrong, where can you turn? The answer is simply Williams Plumbing and Heating. For new construction or remodel and working with residential or commercial, you can put your trust in Williams Plumbing and Heating in Wisconsin Rapids. Catcher gets situated again, and we are back into play here. 2 balls, no strikes, and 1 out to Nolita Carroll. In there for a strike to the senior.
On the second baseman, she's looking to get on strike or rally. For these Red Raiders, push across one more. They haven't pushed across any since the 3rd. As that will swung on back to the pitcher.
Nolita hits that back to the pitcher, and then over to first for the second out of the inning. Now number 18, bottom of the order, Allie Blanchard, Wisconsin Rapids first baseman.
She struck out in the 4th. Earned herself a single back in the 2nd. 2 outs.
Blanchard has struck out and singled here. And that is strike number 1 from Tegan Massey Plowman. Outside for a ball. Now 1-1, 2 outs. And the score 1-1, tied here in the bottom of the 6th.
We may have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're not sure.
Strike 2 to Blanchard.
Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tegan Massey Plowman sets, leans, rotates, fires.
And
Contact back to the pitcher.
Blanchard hits that up and gets out at first to finish the 6th inning. Score is still 1-1 here in Wisconsin Rapids. Looking to the top of the 7th. We'll be back with more high school softball on Zaleski Sports presented by ShutsDelivered.com.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Six, 7, 8 up for the Blue Jays. Starting with number 16, Haley Staub, the third baseman. In there for a strike to start the inning. Top of the 7th, Menasha 1, Wisconsin Rapids 1.
She's 0-2, round out in a fly out. As Williams steps back
And fouled hard. Third base side. Econ Electric is your local residential, commercial, and industrial electric service provider. Since 1970, Wisconsin Rapids and surrounding area have turned to Econ Electric. That's Econ Electric in Wisconsin Rapids. Just out for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, and no outs to Haley Staub.
2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. If you're Haley Williams, you're looking to pretty much do more of the same. She's a relatively effective game so far. Only giving up 1 free pass, 3 hits.
Fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Love to see the punch out. Get these.
And line straight to the third baseman. Peyton Jaminski makes the catch for an excellent out. Straight to the glove there for out number 1 of the 7th inning. That'll bring up number 4, Bella Sonnenberg, the shortstop. One excellent play by the freshman. Right spot, right time. Sonnenberg pops that up into foul territory. No play made there. And she heads back to the plate. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out in the visitor half of the 7th inning. Bailey Williams in her 7th inning of work here tonight. As she delivers a strike. Sonnenberg swings and misses. Strike number 2.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. On the Blue Jays shortstop. As Williams rotates, fires. That one's out of the zone.
That one flies out.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out.
Here in the top of the 7th. Williams looking to get the punch out. She will not.
And another outside ball. Count runs even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
As the Red Raiders look to play superhero today. Walk this one off in the 7th. That's sent back to Williams.
Sonnenberg sends that straight back to Williams, where she's able to glove it and send it over to Blanchard for the out.
Now batting for the Blue Jays, number 8, center fielder Isabella Tim.
2 down will bring up Isabella Tim, the center fielder for Menasha.
They won some third, she did it again in the 5th. Williams gets the call. She sets, leans, rotates, fires. First pitch swing into
Tim follows that back into the netting. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your homes. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Tim follows that one back. Count is 0-2 with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Williams would love to put Tim away here.
And that is over shortstop Sydney Holberg, as Isabella Tim gets a base hit, reaching first base there on the single. Hit number 4 for Menasha of this game. And bringing up number 24, Gabrielle Farr, the left fielder. That one fouled back. Menasha dugout still loud, still cheering constantly for their batters. And that one out for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. On the left fielder. And she
hits that one to Jaminski. And Farr will reach first on that. 2 runners on with 2 outs now. For number 12, Megan Ray, second baseman. Top of the order for Menasha. Here in the top of the 7th, 2 outs. And looking to send somebody across. A strike there for Williams to Ray.
For the Blue Jays to push their 1 run across.
And outside for 1-1 count. Menasha getting fired up here, looking to score. Man, that is popped up over to Rachel Linsmeyer making the catch for out number 3 of this ball game. Wisconsin Rapids able to successfully keep Menasha from scoring. However, this game is still tied 1-1. We'll be moving to the bottom of the 7th inning, where Wisconsin Rapids will try to rally for a walk-off in the 7th inning. We'll see what happens when we come back here on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedDelivered.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Severs to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Menasha quickly getting ready for the bottom of this 7th inning. Tegan Massey-Plowman ready for number 14, Gabby Nilitz, top of the Wisconsin Rapids batting order. Rapids are looking to score here, bottom of the 7th, to win this tie ball game. Down there low for a ball to Nilitz. Just closing in on 6 o'clock here. Still gorgeous, beautiful day here at the Wisconsin Rapids Area Sports Complex. Massey-Plowman taking her time and getting back into it now here. And Nylund hits that hard and out of play. Foul territory. Third base side. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here in the bottom half of the 7th, if the Red Raiders can push one across, all it takes is 1.
Stands are pretty full here in Wisconsin Rapids. Exciting night for softball. The JV game finished behind us, bringing over more spectators. And that is a strike for Nilitz. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and nobody out. To the senior Gabby Nilitz. And hard hit again, foul, first base side. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Nilitz gets that off the tip of her bat. Second baseman can't quite field it. Awkward deflection over to shortstop. Couldn't quite get a play on it, and Nilitz will reach first with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tie ball game now. Sydney Holberg, the shortstop, up looking to advance. Nilitz reach base. Anything here for Wisconsin Rapids.
Holberg steps up to the plate. As that's a pass ball.
And that is a pass ball, which will advance Nilitz there on the first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes, and nobody out. Nilitz stands at second in scoring position for Wisconsin Rapids. It is a tie ball game.
2 singles and a K. A third single could push Nilitz across and end this ball game.
Strike to Holberg.
1 ball, 1 strike, no outs.
The energy growing in Wisconsin Rapids. Everyone sitting on the edges of their seat here. This exciting ball game. Sydney tries the bunt, fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
With no outs, you can imagine she's going to offer anything close to close. She's got to shorten up and protect. Look to have Tegan Massey-Plowman miss her spot. Give her something she can drill.
And Holberg sends that back to the pitcher. Can't quite glove it. Holberg will reach first and send Nilitz over to third. Kristen Radke up to the plate with 2 runners on and 1 only 60 feet from the game-winning run here in Wisconsin Rapids. Pitcher Massey-Plowman just couldn't quite get the play on that ball. And Speedy Holberg will reach first.
Or that winning run just 60 feet away from Christian Radke, as that one's down
Ball is down there. Catcher Felix able to stop it, but Holberg will still advance to second. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Kristen Radke. Winning run, 60 feet away.
Tegan Messy Plowman is in quite the jam. She's looking to somehow play superhero for the Blue Jays.
And Radke pops that up out of play.
And with that run just 60 feet away, Red Raiders have some options here. Walk with Loden with no outs. A single wins the game. A flyout wins the game. They're really just anything but a ground ball to any of these infielders.
1 ball, 1 strike, and nobody out. Radke hits that up hard through the legs of Tegan Massey Plowman. That will bring in Gabby Nylitz to score and win this ball game for Wisconsin Rapids. Kristen Radke, RBI single, a walk-off to win this game for Wisconsin Rapids in a very exciting matchup against Menasha. Wisconsin Rapids picks up the victory in their final regular season game. We will be back with more, our Key Savings postgame show after this. You've been watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
We have something that we're trying to create at Key Savings Bank called Outward Energy. We don't just want to have the doors open, our members walk through. We want to be where they are. We go to meet them, we participate in their events. We think that's vitally important for us to show that Key Savings Bank is a part of the communities that we're in.
We received a very positive reaction from our community. On average, we had 250 to 300 kids alone that entered our building for the Halloween party. That didn't include the adults, grandparents, parents that brought the children. It's wonderful to be out in our community grocery shopping with my Key Savings Bank apparel, and families walk up to me and say, "Hey, I attended your Halloween party."
So about a month ago, I was approached by Sheriff Becker of Wood County Sheriff's Department, and he asked me if we'd want to participate in the Back the Badge bench press meet. So Key Savings Bank sponsored, had a $500 sponsorship to that, and I myself participated in that. And it was a really great experience. There was about 40 different people that participated throughout Wood County and actually the state. So with the Sheriff's Department obviously doing so much for us and throughout the community, it was just our way of giving back.
And now when I tell my friends and family what I'm doing or what I do every day or what involvements I'm doing, they're like, "Oh, that's the bank that offered the Halloween party. That's the bank that does the Christmas party. That's the bank that sponsors these golf events." So our awareness alone has just become amazing in the last year.
Key Savings Bank participates in a lot of these events. We love to do it. We love to know the community and the other businesses within the community. It's rewarding to see smiling faces. The kids event, when we bring them pizza, there's not just one winner, there's multiple winners. Cheese pizza is one of the coolest things that these kids love. And just seeing the smiling faces is outstanding. Probably the funnest event that we do is what you see behind me here is our coloring contest for the local kids. It's a fun event. We do a lot of fun stuff with it on our Facebook page. The voting goes nuts because it's the community that votes for it. And at the end, there's a lot of participation. So that's the best event.
We had Thursday grill outs. We did that. We were raising money for the Rome Canine Division. We set up in mid-June to have grill outs each and every Thursday all the way through till the middle of August.
Numerous amount of golf outings where we raise money specifically for that event through our whole sponsorships and games that we play.
My employees right now are all very active in participating in literally hundreds of events over the last 2 years that make Key Savings Bank a part of this community. We think that's very important.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. Key Savings Bank brings you today's post-game show, and I am here with senior Kristen Radke for our Player of the Game interview here today. Let's start by, this was a very exciting game. Bottom of the 7th inning, and you hit the walk-off RBI single. Very exciting end to a very exciting game. Just talk about, your attitude there and then the excitement and support from your team.
It was exciting, especially because my teammates were behind me, and it was a good way to go out for last home game.
And then with that, senior, looking ahead to playoffs, you'll be playing here next week in a playoff run. So just kind of what you think about that in your last season here at Lincoln.
I think this win will help us definitely next week at the playoffs.
Awesome, and then we will put you in the house.
I'm Kristen Radke, and I'm in the house.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And good luck. Well, the score is 2-1 Wisconsin Rapids here. 7 straight innings in a very exciting matchup between Menasha and Wisconsin Rapids. That finishes up the regular season for both teams, and we will be back with more games next week as we look ahead to the softball playoffs. For Brandon Sutter, this is Olivia Zimmerman signing off. Everyone have a great rest of your evening and enjoy this Memorial Day weekend.